Happy pig, happy pig. Yeah. Happy pig.
Hi, welcome to Roeske Farms. This segment is Cooking with Grandma. Start with 1 package of backfat, and we're going to melt it down in the slow cooker. And then we'll see how many pints that does give us the lard. First thing I like to do with my slow cooker is use the plastic inserts. You don't have to, but it makes it easier to clean up because this is going to be very greasy when it's done. If you want to use a lot of soap and a lot of hot water to clean out your crock pot, it'll work. But I like to do this way. Now the only reason I'm cutting it up is so that it'll fit in the crock pot. And so it doesn't matter how big your chunks are, and you're gonna have a little meat on there. And that's okay, because you're gonna strain it after it's melted down. Kind of take off the ends here. All right, this piece is still a little frozen, so I'm having a little tough time. But if you've got it completely thawed, it'll go through much easier. Okay. So, oh, that's not quite short enough. Let's see. There we go. Toss all these in. Now, usually I do this at night and I put it on low, and by morning it's ready to go. We're going to do this a little different so that we could actually time how long it takes and let you know. Okay, we've moved it over to the counter, and we're going to put it right there on low. Okay, now the back fat has been in a slow cooker on low for 7 hours. What I did when we first started it, you saw that the lid was on completely. We did that to help get the heat up. Then we turned it this way to keep the heat in so it could keep cooking, but let that moisture come out. Your back fat, your lard, will not spoil. It can go rancid, but that has a lot to do with how much moisture gets in it, and you want to keep the moisture out of it. So now our next step, we've unplugged it, turned it off. I have a pan here. I'm going to scoop out the parts that don't melt, and then we'll be draining it into a colander, straining it using coffee filters or cheesecloth, and then putting it into the jars. So, step 1, it's even still kind of bubbly. It's hot. So we want to strain this out. Now, as it cooked down, I also used a knife and went ahead and cut it up a little bit more. When we first put it in, it was that one big slab. I started cutting it up into little smaller pieces. And this is what some people, I have not done it, but you can make cracklings. And I don't know if that's really just like the parts that has the meaty stuff, or if it's everything. You can fry that up. All right, now, as I said earlier, I went ahead while it was cooking and cut down some of the back fat into smaller pieces. I think my knife perforated some of the plastic liner. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this as part of my straining is one of the steps. You're gonna go through and strain it a few times. Okay. See, normally for myself, that's all I do. I would, right there, you can see there's still little pieces. That's what I pour into a little mason jar, screw a lid on. That's good. And I just use a little bit whenever I need to grease a pan. I use cast iron a lot to do that. But if you want it to look really clear, then you want to do the next step. I have a glass measuring cup inside a tray to catch anything that might go over, in case this doesn't measure up just right. And then that's still warm. Pour this into the coffee filter there. And hopefully the measuring cup is catching most of it. A little bit's going over. All right. Now, I gotta move the filter a little bit here. Yeah, see, if you don't mind the little pieces of fat still in there, you'll actually get a little more in your jar, but that's okay. We're gonna see, we started with 2.5 pounds of back fat. And what we end up with is almost 2 cups of liquid lard. So these are the jelly-sized jars, jelly-style jars. So they're less than a pint. So if you just want to do some small amounts, they take up less room in your fridge. Okay, this is Colton. This is why this is Grandma's segment, right? Mm-hmm. All right, he's gonna help put the lids on. So 2.5 pounds. Hot. It's warm still, yeah. 2.5 pounds of back fat. Gave us 2 cups of liquid lard. Go ahead, I'll hold it. You twist it. Clockwise. Nope, that's counter. There you go. Snug. There you go.
You can do this at home. Can you?
Yes, they can.
Oh, okay.
You gotta keep it. Okay, we gotta tell them one more thing about it.
Okay.
Since this is lard without any preservatives, you need to keep it in your refrigerator, and it's very easy to do. Just scoop out what you need and put it back in.
Cool. Grab the...
I'm gonna bring those in for me. We're gonna put them right here on the shelf. Yep, put it right there on the shelf. Thank you. This is 24 hours later. It's not too yellowish, but remember, this is back fat, which is now lard. Leaf fat is different. Leaf fat will be whiter and used for pastries, pie crust. This is used for cooking.